The start of a new year, it always feels like a fresh, blank page, right? So much potential. But what if you had an actual blueprint for filling that page? Well, today, we're diving into a source that promises exactly that, a total life transformation. Let's see what it's all about. And here it is. This is the promise that really grabbed our attention. I mean, it doesn't just say improve your life a little. It says completely change your life. And you know that rocket emoji isn't just for show. This thing is promising a launch pad to a whole new you. It's exciting, it's bold, and honestly, it makes you ask. Look, I know what you're probably thinking, because I was thinking the same thing. Is this for real? Is this just more internet hype? Can a list of 10 habits, just 10 things, really rewrite your entire life in just 1 year? You've got to have a little healthy skepticism, right? So let's peel back the layers and see if there's any real substance behind this huge claim. Okay, so to figure out if a complete life overhaul is even on the table, we first have to get real about how big change actually works. And here's a secret. It's almost never one giant dramatic moment. The real magic, the actual science behind transformation, is all about the small wins. The principle that makes this all possible is called the compounding effect. Now, you've probably heard about this with money, right? A little bit of interest builds on itself and grows into a fortune. Well, guess what? It applies to everything. It's like a tiny snowball at the top of a huge hill. That first push is nothing, but by the time it reaches the bottom, it's this massive, unstoppable force. It's not magic, it's just the power of doing small things over and over and over again. And this right here, this is the math that proves it. Just look at that number, 37 times better, all from getting just 1% better each day. That's it. Think about it, reading one more page, doing just one more push-up, making one slightly healthier choice at lunch. It feels like nothing in the moment. But when you stack those tiny wins day after day, the end result isn't just a little improvement. It's a massive, 37 times better version of you. This is the engine. All right, so we have the engine, that daily compounding effort. But an engine is useless if you don't have a destination. The headline says completely changed, which sounds great, but what does that actually mean for you? The source can give us the how, but you have to come up with the what and the why. So I want you to really take a second and think about this. Picture it. You wake up, it's the end of 2026, and you are totally transformed. What does your life actually look like? How do you feel when your feet hit the floor in the morning? What's your health like? Your job? Your relationships? And don't be vague about it. Get specific. The clearer the target, the easier it is to hit. Now, a whole year can feel like forever, so let's break it down. It's way less overwhelming this way. Today, right now, that's just your starting point. The first 3 months, that's all about building momentum, just making those new habits automatic. Then, by the middle of the year, you'll start to see and feel real, visible progress. And by the end of 2026, you're living in a brand new reality, one that you built, one tiny step at a time. So let's circle back to that original headline. It's funny. The most powerful words in that whole sentence aren't 10 habits or even completely change. The real secret, the entire key to the whole thing, is hidden in plain sight, right at the end in those parentheses. Do these daily. And this is why that daily action is everything. Look, motivation is great. It's that spark that gets you all fired up on January 1st. But it's an emotion, and emotions come and go. They are totally unreliable. Discipline, on the other hand, that's a commitment. That's what you do on a rainy Tuesday in March when you do not feel like it. Discipline is the system that keeps going long after the feelings have faded. And this, right here, this might be the most important takeaway of all. While the title talks about 10 specific habits, the real power isn't in that particular list. It's in the simple, profound act of showing up for yourself every single day. Every time you do that small action, you're not just checking a box. You are literally casting a vote for the person you want to become. That consistency is how you build a new identity from the ground up. Okay, so we've got the science, you've hopefully got a vision starting to form, and we know the engine is daily discipline. There's only one thing left to do. Start. This whole massive journey doesn't start on New Year's Day. It starts with the very next choice you make. So here it is, your immediate game plan. First, forget the list of 10 habits for now. That's overwhelming. Just pick one tiny 1% improvement. And the second step is crucial. Start today. Not tomorrow, not on Monday, I mean right now. After this is over, do one push-up. Read one single page of a book. Meditate for 60 seconds. The size of the action is irrelevant. The act of starting today is everything. So that brings us to the final and really the only question that matters. This isn't about fate or what happens to you. It's about what you choose to do. The blueprint is right here. The math works. The only thing missing is your decision to show up for yourself day after day. So who will you decide to become by the end of 2026? The choice is all yours.